Baby, you a masterpiece. God took his time on you. Always on my mind, but I'd rather have my mind on you. Beauty is defined on you. Perfectly designed on you. If you see your flaws, let this play and roll.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl, the ShortSide, and I'm back with another video for you today. If you are new here, I am Brigitte. I create lifestyle, travel, and beauty content. Sometimes we talk about Jesus, and sometimes I crack a corny joke. But if you like stuff like that, hit subscribe, turn the notification bells on so you don't miss any time I post. Today's video is planned, but it's also impromptu. It's kind of a mix of both. Lately I've just been writing down a lot of just my thoughts, and ultimately I have been brought to the point of almost like, child, what is going on? So I thought that it would be great to do just kind of a little girl chat, because I can't be the only one who kind of feels or is experiencing some of the same things. I know that, especially with me being now headed toward my late 20s, child, what is going on? So as you guys know, or you might not know, I turned 27 in the year 2024. And y'all, this age sounds so serious. No age before 27 has sounded as serious as 27 has. And I don't know if it's because there are a lot of big things in store for me at 27. I don't know if it's just like, now I really can see the horizon of 30. I don't know, but 27 sounded a little too serious for me. That song 20 Somethings by SZA is really starting to resonate with me even harder than it did when I was 21. It's really starting to hit again. I don't feel lost because I'm very grounded in my faith. However, I can essentially feel this huge like shift happening in my life. And when I say a shift, I'll be kind of honest and say that 2019 through like 2022 going into 2023 was really rough. I had a lot of losses. I just had a lot of major life changes happen, and for a minute I was really down bad. 2023 was really a season in my life where God really just allowed me to build, like really pick myself back up, and then also like essentially tell me who I am. Like God really in 2023 in that season had to tell me who I was. He had to show me who I was, and it was something that was constantly happening. I was really in this like season of like isolation, essentially. Like I was by myself, and not by myself in a sense to where like I wasn't around my family or I didn't have friends. I feel like 2023 was the year of friendship for me, if I could be totally honest. It wasn't any romantic dating or anything like that going on, but it was definitely the season of friendship. I really feel like once you get into like your mid to late 20s, you really start to see friendship differently. Like I feel like friendships really mature at this age. Like some of the stuff that you're talking about and doing that you would do with those exact same friends, you are either changing your mindset completely, or you and all of your friends are changing y'all's mindsets, and y'all are kind of starting to move really different for the better. Keep in mind, everyone isn't like that. You know, everyone moves on their own pace. Like for some people, you know, doing some of the same things that they did when they were 22 and 23 are okay with them. But I know as for me and my circle, a lot of things changed in our friendship dynamic. We talked a lot about very real topics. We talked more about what was going on in our lives, and I think that it also gave my friends and I a sense of community. And I'm not just speaking for one friend group. I feel like I belong to two kind of like, I don't want to say bigger friend groups, but like 3 or 4 people. And then I also like have like my one-on-one friendships from just different walks of life. And I personally feel like all of those friendships have added value to my life. All of those friendships have supported me in the ways that I've even allowed them to. And that's another thing. Like I think that probably in this season of friendship, God is really gonna have me lean on these friendships, because I feel like you have to give yourself I feel like you have to give your friends the opportunity to show up for you. Your friends don't know what's going on if you don't tell them. Your friends can't show up for you if you don't ask them to show up, or if you don't tell them how you want to be shown up for. So yes, I just feel like the season of 2023 was for friendships. I was able to go outside and have a ball, y'all. I had a ball out there. And y'all know I'm not a club hookah lounge type girl, but just being out and about and networking and meeting new people and just, again, being with my friends and having that sisterhood was just an amazing thing. And I'm so glad that God grounded that. I don't know the right word. Like, I'm really glad that he like just allowed me to see the community that he has blessed me with. And that's even coming off of like a very toxic friendship. I've never talked about this on my channel, but about a year and a half ago, I did end a friendship, a very long-term friendship with someone who I didn't think I would ever end a friendship with. And I think for a long time I felt guilty about it, or maybe just for like the first month or so I felt guilty because I didn't really understand why we essentially grew apart in my book. I didn't understand why I don't understand why I wasn't feeling the vibe anymore. I just really couldn't understand. And it wasn't until later that I realized how toxic of a friendship it was. And I think it really hurt my feelings when I realized how toxic of a friendship it was, and even how and have even affected how I show up in friendships today. The toxicity of it all really had a long-term effect on me, and I still think does have a long-term effect on me, which I think is really sad, but I'm just grateful that I was able to kind of see the people who did belong in my life, and I was able to love and nurture those type of friendships. And so that has really been a pivotal and such an important time for my mid to late 20s. If you are in your 20s, period, it don't matter if it's your mid 20s, your late 20s, it doesn't matter. Especially if you feel like you have this level of discernment and you pray that one prayer, like, God, remove all the people from my life that don't belong. You just gotta be ready. You gotta be ready, and you gotta be ready to be obedient, and you gotta be ready to stand 10 toes in the prayer, because he's gonna answer it. You're gonna see it, and you probably already feel it before he even answers. Like, listen to it, take heed, and just let it go. You never know if something is for a season or if it's forever. You never know if God will bring it back or if he doesn't, but you have to have peace about it. So standing 10 toes, standing on business about it, that's the most important part. As I am embarking on this new season that I don't even really understand all the way, I just feel so deeply, like, spiritually inside that I am shedding this old self. When I tell y'all, I don't want to do some of the things that I used to do. I don't even want to move how I used to move. I don't want to, like, for example, and this is like a small thing that I feel like I'm shedding and I'm trying to be better about. I got road rage, y'all. I will be in the car and someone cut me off, I'm pissed. Like, and I don't got crazy road rage to where, like, I'ma speed up next to you, and you know, cause some people crazy. I don't do all that, but will I have my moment in my car loudly? Yes, I will. Will I say maybe not so nice things about you while I'm driving? Yes. And stuff like that, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to skip the gym. I don't want to consume so much BS. I don't want to consume certain types of content anymore. Like, I feel like I have unfollowed so many different type of entities that I used to follow, and I follow a lot more like Christian influencers. I actually follow kind of a lot of mom influencers. And I not ready for all of that, but I do follow them. I follow a lot of stylish fashion girlies. I follow a lot of girls that work in the same industry as I do. Like, that is the type of stuff that I want to see. I want to see the girlies that are working out. I want to see the girlies that are doing this holistic wellness and drinking their green smoothies every morning. That's the type of stuff like I want to see. I want to see the girlies that work in my industry that, you know, just did a marketing campaign at Coachella. Like that, those are the vibes. Those are the vibes. Those are the vibes. Those are the vibes. So within shedding this self, like within shedding myself, it has been very uncomfortable. I have compared it to two things. First of all, pressure makes diamonds. First of all, I truly believe that I am one of God's brightest jewels. And so therefore I have to go through the process of becoming refined. I have to go through the process of becoming the caliber of a diamond. I have to go through the process of becoming expensive. And so therefore there's a lot of pressure that I feel like I've been experiencing. Another thing I like to compare it to, I like to say that I'm in my butterfly season or my butterfly era, because a caterpillar is a larva and it, you know, squanders the earth and it eats its leaves and it gets nice and big and strong, but at some point it has to transform. And so it comes to a point where it creates its own cocoon to go away for a little while, until then that cocoon becomes too small for them and becomes too restricted for them, and then they have to break out and become this beautiful butterfly. So personally, I feel like I'm in my butterfly diamond era. I don't know, we're gonna keep working on that, but that's the era that I'm in, because there's this immense pressure, there's this immense, like, there is this change happening, not just within me. I think that there's a lot of things happening for me in the spiritual world as well that just feels really uncomfortable. I'm in such an uncomfortable place in my life right now, and not like in a bad way. I feel like being uncomfortable is a good and a bad thing, because it's uncomfortable, so it's bad, but it's good because it forces you to step outside the box, step outside of your comfort zone, step into something you wouldn't expect you would have stepped into. Trust God a little bit more. Put your faith in it a little bit more. And so that's why I am so appreciative of the season that I'm in. I'm not gonna say that I'm not one to complain, but I do feel like even in how I talk to God and how I'm seeing him in every little part of my life, a prayer that I have been praying lately, and I think a creator actually say this on TikTok, is, God, allow me to see the day through your eyes. Every little detail of what you're doing in my day. I personally believe in signs and miracles and wonders, because my God is a God of signs and miracles and wonders. It's been a season of transitions. It's been a season of tears. And it is a season of triumph. That's exactly what it is. I can transition and it cannot be so fun, and there can be a lot of tears, but at the same time, those same tears water my harvest. Baby, the harvest has been watered. Let me say that. The harvest might be drowning at this point. Girl. The harvest might be drowning, baby. The harvest might be overwatered. My vibe right now is just living life. I want to travel. I want to work out. I want to take my vitamins. I want to look pretty. I want to wear cute outfits. I want to sign deals. I want statement of work signed. I want a positive circle around me, platonically, romantically, professionally. I want a solid circle around me. I want for my light to be seen when I walk into a room. I want for people to understand and see and know that Jesus walks with me. I want to also pass that type of positive energy along to my friends and my family and those who I'm closest to. And I am grateful for the next steps, because I don't want to speak too much about some of the things that are happening, but I definitely feel a shift. I feel a shift, I feel a change, I feel a transition. And I just wanted to get on here and just have a little girl chat and just talk about how ghetto your mid-20s are, and how you are not the only one experiencing a ghetto mid-20s, and how you have to continue to push, okay? Push physically through what you're going through, and then also the acronym pray until something happens. You got to keep pushing, baby, because you are meters away from your breakthrough, from your blessing. And you know they say that your 30s is your 20s with a fur coat on, but if you ain't act right in your 20s, I don't know if you're gonna get the fur coat, baby. I don't know. So I would like to believe that some of the people who watch my channel are just like me, who may be in some of the same situations. And yes, you might watch me for the comedic relief and to watch and see what I have going on, but at the same time, I feel like I would do a disservice to y'all, to the girlies, or to the girls that watch my channel, if I did not drop some of the wisdom that I feel on my heart, drop some of the little nuggets that I actually live by and that I actually stand 10 toes on. Please remember and understand that you have to walk through your valley, okay? That verse does not say, yea, though I walk around the valley of the shadow. It don't say walk over the valley of the shadow. I would hope that ain't nobody walking under the valley of the shadow. Baby, you got to walk through it. So you keep on walking through it, and you keep on holding God's hand as you walk through it, because he hasn't let go yet. I know it may seem like he's giving up, or he not talking, or however you feel right now. It's a lot of pressure going on in this world, and that just means that it's a lot of things that are happening. You just have to hold on. You have to wait. Don't move out of desperation. Don't move out of emotion. Don't move out of lack. You move when he tell you to move. And I know I'm talking to somebody right now. Move when he tell you to move. This is a transformative time. This is a beautiful time, but you got to go through it to get to where you want to go. And that's all I'm gonna say. I hope y'all enjoyed this girl chat. I would love to do more girl chats if that's something that y'all want. If there are any topics y'all want to talk about, I have no problem getting on here and talking to y'all about even my own life experiences, and some of the things that I've gone through, and some of the things that I'm even experiencing right now that I'm willing to share. I think there's a lot of self-discovery that's happening right now with me, and as hard as it is, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm grateful that God is doing a new in me, and he gonna do a new in you too, girl. In the meantime, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more cool content, and again, hit that subscribe button. Thank y'all so much for supporting, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.